So Hailey Van Lith's college career is officially over. It is officially over today. And they did lose to Texas in a game where it was a really, really interesting one. And I will say this, I genuinely think that Hailey Van Lith came off looking good in this game. Like, I don't think she played well, but you could at least see that she was trying to will her team back into this game. So they lost it by 11 points in the end, but like they had it back to 6 there at the end. They almost fought back. And Hailey Van Lith, obviously, 47-year-old Sedona Prince had one of the worst games I've ever seen. Like she could not catch the ball. Like Sedona Prince got absolutely cooked by she the bench center? Yeah, she got absolutely cooked by the bench center. But the defense that they played was insane. It's funny, like Hailey Van Lith was 3 of 15 from the field, but at least later as the game went on, when nothing was working. And I mean this, for this team, nothing was working. They couldn't get shots off. They couldn't do anything. Passes were all being intercepted. The way they came up and played, the way they went up and played on the defensive end was exceptional from Texas. Nothing was easy. Like Madison Connor had 9 points on 11 shots. Van Lith at least got to the line. Sedona Prince was horrific. Like she could not catch the ball. Like I don't care what her rebounding stats say that she got nearly double-digit rebounds. Literally, like this was brick central. And I mean this. This game was brick central. Neither team could hit a freaking shot. It was just defense. It was just genuinely defense. Madison Booker, in the second half, Madison Booker shot a lot of fades. Or shot a lot of like mid-range fades off inbounds. They ran the same inbound play like every time and it got Booker open from mid. But Madison Booker was very good. Rory Harmon's defense was exceptional. And even though she's 5'6", it felt like she was so much bigger than than Hailey Van Lith on the floor. It just felt like she was bigger watching the game. But honestly, like you've got Rory Harmon here, who was expected to be a first round draft pick. And I'm sorry, like shooting from last season where she played quite a bit of the season, then she got injured. She was averaging 14 points on 52% from field, 31% from three. Like post injury, 9 points on 37% from field, 27% from three. But one thing is that her defense really did step up in this game, and it's a big one. And good riddance to Sedona Prince. Like, I mean, for someone who started college when I was 21 years old, should not be still in college. She was it's her 7th year, and it's maybe she'll have an eighth senior year. She'll find some way to get herself an 8th year of playing college basketball. I don't know. And I'm sorry, and I mean this. Any team that drafts Sedona Prince. Sedona Prince is not a WNBA player. Not only, like, even without the baggage, like, she cannot do anything when someone is the same size as her. And every cent in the WNBA. She is a 25-year-old dominating as 18-year-old. She's literally a 25-year-old. Sedona Prince is not a draft pick. People are saying take her in the first round. She should not be drafted. Anytime she comes up against someone who's even remotely close to her in height, she can't do anything. She genuinely can't do anything. So, yeah, sure. Like, she can absolutely dominate against weaker opponents. But, like, I'm sorry. She's going to be a bad center in the WNBA. And she's going to get destroyed. She has no ability to play up to the competition. Like, all she can do is, like, destroy bad players. But Hailey Van Lith, I was very impressed with Hailey Van Lith today. Like, I don't think she played well. But I was just impressed with just the relentlessness. She did not care. She wasn't doing anything like crazy, but she just went hard. She went and played super, super hard. But again, she's playing in her 5th Elite 8. I don't think she played in a single Final Four. But regardless of how this game went, I feel like she did come off, like she came off looking good. She genuinely came off looking good. And I like when players, no matter what, like Sedona Prince got hurt. If you look at the way this game was, like this game looked like it was over. It was absolutely looked like it was over, especially the way the defense was. Like they had made it a 14-point game with 5 minutes to go. And Hailey Van Lith absolutely just, and a few others, in fairness, they willed their way back into this game. And they made it a 6-point game. And then Rory Harmon hit a tough shot. Then there was an out of bounds call that got overturned. And they straight away came out of the out of bounds call. And was it Madison Booker? Sorry, Madison Booker made the shot to make it 8. And then Rory Harmon made the shot on the out of bounds call to make it 10. And it's just over. But I'm going to, like, as bad as she shot and as good as the defense that was played on her, like, it was exceptional defense that was played on her by Texas. Like, do not get it twisted. Texas were the better team by far on the day. And the best player on the court for either team was Madison Booker. Madison Booker was exceptional. In fairness, the backup center for Texas hooped as well. But that's just because Sedona Prince sucked. But, yeah, I've got to say, like, Madison Booker is going to be a serious player. Like, if she just gets a 3-ball, that's all she needs. Like, I know she shoots 41% from 3. She doesn't look to shoot the 3-ball. Let's be real. She doesn't look to shoot it at all. 1.7, maybe a bit more than I thought in 2 attempts per game. And on a good percentage. But if she just becomes a little bit more willing to let it fly from 3, Madison Booker is just head down. Size, like, stronger than most of her matchups. More athletic than most of her matchups. And just more skilled than any bigs that can match up to her size-wise. I think Madison Booker is going to be a serious player. And again, that 2027 WNBA draft, Hidalgo, Booker, and you forget there's a 7'5" girl in that as well. Then you got Juju Watkins. You've got Mylasia Fulwiley. If she figures it all, puts it all together, she she might go number 2. But it is, Jesus, this is a hilarious tweet for this game. I have to hand to Sedona Prince. It's extremely difficult to be a zero-impact 7th year 6'7" center in a Elite 8 game. Almost impossible, and she's pulling it off masterfully. Like, can't even see her making a roster. She's not going to make a roster. Like, even without the baggage, she might make a roster as a 12th man. But with the baggage, there is no way in hell that any team is going to take Sedona Prince. She is nowhere near good enough. Absolutely nowhere near good enough. But I do have to say, fair play to Texas. Without question, the better of the two teams. And it's going to be, and I am not looking forward to watching them against South Carolina. It is going to be one of the worst games of basketball in history to watch. If you are not if you're not a fan of either of those teams, it will be puke basketball. But you better believe these are two tough, gritty defensive teams. And from a neutral perspective, dear Lord, it's going to be miserable. But from a perspective of you're a fan of either of these two teams, the game's going to be super, super tense. And it's a pity because, in fairness, I don't think... I'm not going to say that there was any like TCU are the most fun team to watch in the world. Would have been nice to see Notre Dame or something. But, yeah, so it's going to be interesting. You got to just pray. We got to just pray. Actually, no. UCLA play nice ball. And in fairness, as much as people want to criticize UConn do play good basketball. But that side is going to be like we might see a 44-40 game in this Final Four between those two teams. Outside of Madison Booker, there's not one player on either team that can create anything themselves outside of Fulwiley, who I don't know what the story is with Fulwiley. Sometimes she's great, sometimes Dawn doesn't even play her. But anyway, I'll see you guys.